the On Cloudultra Trail shoe. Pricey, but oh, so sexy. But is it worth the price tag? I'm going to give my verdict in today's video. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucy and I am of course reviewing the On Cloudultra Trail shoe. Now, On claim that this shoe is ultra versatile, ultra cushioned and ultra comfortable, and that no distance is off limits. So it sounds like the perfect shoe, right? But it comes with a really hefty price tag of £160. And so in this video I'm going to sort of say, is it worth it? Well, I've been running with this shoe for the last 3 months and I really wanted to give it a good testing. What's really important to me is that a trail shoe can handle mixed terrain. You know, running longer distances, it's never just on forest trails, it's never just on rock or anything like that. You know, you're going through it all, and you're also sometimes going on tarmac as well. You can't help it as much as you try. But can it handle it? Can it withstand it? Well, to be honest, I think this shoe can. I think this shoe does what it says. It is versatile. Of course, it's not a road shoe, so if you are on tarmac a little bit, it does sort of suck the energy out a little bit. But, you know, it does really well. The sole of the shoe, you know, it's got good traction. I haven't had any issues. It gives me good grip when I go up on sand. Some people say that this isn't as good in the wet. I can't say I've had experience that it's failed me there, but I know there are other shoes on the market that are better in sort of really soggy and wet surfaces, so you might want to check those out, but I haven't had an issue with this, so you know, it's worked for me on all the surfaces I've put it to the test. So construction, I mean on their website they say you should go for half a size up. I did that, and yeah, I do agree that you should go half a size up. So I'm normally an 8, I went in an 8.5, and this works for me in UK sizing. So I have pretty narrow feet, and I have read that these are good for wide feet as well, but for narrow feet it works because you can really tighten up the toe box and sort of get a good solid snug fit for if you have narrow feet as well. It's also got good protection on the side and the toes, so it really means you can bash it around. It can take a good bashing. It's pretty rugged when you knock into things, which you inevitably do on trail runs, of course. Something that I was a little nervous about on this shoe is the fact that it doesn't have a cushioned tongue. You know, I've been running for years with shoes that have had a lot of cushioning on that tongue, and this basically doesn't have any at all. In fact, the tongue is almost non-existent. And you know what, I was right to be worried, because to start with, I did actually get, for the first few runs, first maybe 50 kilometers I did on them, I did actually get a little bit of a blister where the fact that there was no tongue and it was rubbing and bending. But as soon as I've worn them in properly, I haven't had an issue since. And now, you know, I don't know if I'd go back to a cushioned tongue. I am completely sold. You know, it saves weight and it does look pretty cool as well. The shoe also has this thing called a flip to release system. This is meant to like give you extra room if you sort of run a long way and your feet are swollen, and instead of just stopping to undo your laces, you can save time and flip this release system to give you the extra breathing room. I haven't used it whilst I'm on a run. I've used it when I've stopped to do something quickly. I don't know if it's a gimmick, a selling point, but you know, what's the harm in it? It seems to work when you do it. If you run ultras, I haven't run ultras in them, then maybe you'd use it more than me. The look, women's ones, comes in 2 colours, black and white, and this one, which I think is called Moss Eclipse. I might be wrong on that. I wasn't sure on this colour to start with, but you know what, I love it now. I absolutely love it, and there's something you can't underestimate, is that when I look at this shoe, it actually makes me want to go running because it's that sexy. And yeah, that shouldn't be underestimated at all. I won't go into the specifics too much, but if heel drop is something that's super important to you, it has an 8mm heel drop on this shoe. It's also got these holes which add cushioning, add bounce, and also make the shoe lighter weight, because obviously you don't have any trainer there. Some people say that this gets sort of gravel in it and stones in it. I've run on a lot of gravel, haven't had an issue. It comes out the other side. They're wide enough that things don't get stuck in it. So that's not an issue with me. I like the holes, and you actually do feel a little bit like you're running on the cloud. You know, their selling, their marketing is on point, I tell you. This shoe is pretty light. It's not the lightest trail shoe on the market. It's 245 grams, but you know, because it's not as light as it could be, it's pretty rugged. But I think it's nifty enough and light enough to go quickly and be nimble on those trails as well. So personally, I've always had very, very supportive shoes. I used to get stress fractures, used to get shin splints, so I was a little bit worried when I got this shoe that it wasn't the most supportive in the world. They do claim it's pretty supportive, but there are other ones that are much more so, but they're also often heavier. I've had no problems whatsoever. I think this gives you enough support, and so if you are worried about that, don't be. Take it slow to start with. Obviously everyone's very different, but no, I feel very supportive on the trails, but also feel like I can, you know, go pretty fast on them as well, and it doesn't feel like a burden or anything like that. So to conclude, are the On Cloud Ultras worth the money? Well, are they worth the 160? You know, I actually think they are, believe it or not. You know, I've really enjoyed running on mixed terrain, and I've enjoyed the fact that they're pretty light but also rugged. They look amazing, they look great, and I look forward to going out on a run in them. So if you're looking for something, if you run on lots of mixed terrain but you need a little bit of support but not too much, then go for it, because yeah, it's pricey, but they do feel like they're going to last a long time. On are doing some pretty cool stuff. If you haven't actually checked them out before, check their website out. I promise you'll be pretty impressed by that. But thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I upload a video every 2 weeks, adventure related, and before you ask, of course, trail running is adventure related, because we've all got to train for the adventures, right? Enjoy your trail runs, and I will see you next time. Bye.